Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to Object Oriented Programming. I am Zinkal Patel. Today I am going to explain you another topic, that is data type in C++. Now you already learned this topic in C programming, right? Data types in C. You all know about data types in C, right? So here we are going to learn data type in C++. As in C programming, C++ data type is also divided into three parts. First is user defined data type, second one is built-in data type, and the third one is derived data type. Right? Now let us first continue with built-in data type. Now built-in data type also divide into four parts. First one is integer type, second one is void, third one is floating point, and fourth one is boolean data type. Now what do you mean by integral data type? Now integral type can also be divided into two parts. First one is integer and second one is character. Now here int keyword is used for integer data type. Now integer typically requires 4 bytes of memory space, right? That you already learned, right? Now second one is character. The keyword char, char. Character data type is used for storing character, right? Keyword used for character data type is char. Now character typically require 1 byte of memory space, like its range from -128 to 127 or 0 to 255. Now second built-in data type is void. Now what do you mean by void? Oh, you all know about void, like we always write void main. ठीक है, तो main function always return करता था void in C programming, right? So void means without any value, it return nothing. Void data type represent a valueless entity. Void data type is used for those functions which do not return a value, right? Not even integer, float, double, ठीक है, कोई भी type return नहीं करता हो, then we have to write void. Now second one is floating type. Now floating type can also be divided into two parts. First one is float and second one is double. Now floating point data type is used for storing single precision floating point value or decimal value. Now keyword कौन सा यूज होता है? float keyword यूज होता है, and float variable typically require 4 byte of memory space. Now let us talk about double floating point. Now double floating point data type is used for storing double precision floating point value or decimal value. Now the keyword used for double floating point is double, and the double variable typically require 8 byte of memory space, right? Now the last one is boolean data type. Now boolean data type is used for storing boolean or logical values. Now logical values matlab a boolean variable can store either true or false, and the keyword used for boolean data type is bool, bool, right? So here we complete built-in data type, ठीक है, जो हमने C programming में भी यूज की थी ये data type. Now let us talk about user-defined data type. Now user-defined data type can be include structure, union, class, and enumeration. Now what is structure? ठीक है, you all know about structure and union. Last semester में structure and union finish किया था हमने, right? So structure is a one user-defined data type. A structure create a data type that can be used to group item of possibly different type into a single type, right? Particular single structure में हम different type of variable को store करते हैं. Now here स्ट्रक्चर में भी सेम था, क्लास में भी हमने डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ वेरिएबल स्टोर किए थे और स्ट्रक्चर में भी डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ वेरिएबल स्टोर किए थे. Now, so what is the difference between structure and a class? So difference is that a structure member have public accessibility by default, right? स्ट्रक्चर में सारे वेरिएबल पब्लिक थे बिकॉज स्टूडेंट के अगर वेरिएबल थे रोल नंबर नेम तो हम out of that structure we can write s dot roll number, s dot name, but class member have private access by default, so you can use the keyword class or struct to define equivalent classes, right? So class में by default access specifier क्या होता है? Private. So we cannot access private data members out of the class, right? Now let us talk about union. A union in C programming is a user-defined data type which may hold member of different size and type. Now union use a single memory location to hold more than one variable, right? स्ट्रक्चर में जितने भी वेरिएबल हम डिक्लेयर करते थे तो उसकी डिफरेंट मेमोरी अलोकेट होती थी, बट यूनियन में ऐसा नहीं है. पर्टिकुलर जिसकी लेंथ ज़्यादा हो वो सिंगल मेमोरी में ही सभी वेरिएबल स्टोर करते थे, राइट? So only one of its member can be accessed at a time and all other member will contain garbage value, right? So that is the main difference between structure and union. Now next data type is user defined data type is class, right? Which hold its own data members and member function which can be accessed and used by creating an object of that class, right? पर्सन क्लास में हमने देखा था पर्टिकुलर फंक्शंस को यूज़ करना है तो उसका ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा, right? Now the last user defined data type, that is enumeration or enumerated. Now for that we have to use enum keyword, enum. So enum is a user defined data type where we specify a set of value for a variable and the variable can only take out one of a small set of possible value. एनुमरेशन जो है हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में सीखेंगे डिटेल में, ठीक है, क्योंकि एनुमरेशन में से क्वेश्चन आ सकता है व्हाट इज एनुमरेशन. सो हियर वी कंप्लीट द यूजर डिफाइंड डेटा टाइप आल्सो. सो नेक्स्ट कैटेगरी इज derived data type. Now what do you mean by derived data type? Data type that are derived from the inbuilt data type are known as derived type. derived data type जो ऑलरेडी बिल्ट इन डेटा टाइप है लाइक इंटीजर, कैरेक्टर, फ्लोट, डबल, उस पे से हमने कुछ डिराइव्ड किया है, सो दैट डेटा टाइप इज नोन एज derived data type. Now the various derived data type provided by C++ and that are array, pointer, function and reference. Now first one is array. An array is a set of element of same data type and that referred by a same name, right? So all the element in array stored at contiguous memory locations and each element is accessed by the unique index or subscript value, right? ये हमने already array जो है आपको आता है. The subscript value indicate the position of element in array, right? Now next derived data type is pointer. A pointer is a variable that can store the memory address of another variable, right? pointer में क्या store होता है? memory address store होता है. pointer allow to use the memory dynamically. That is, with the help of pointer, memory can be allocate or deallocate to a variable at the run time. run time पे particular variable को memory allocate और deallocate करने के लिए pointer used होता है, right? Now next derived data type is function. Now function is a self-contained program segment that carried out a specific well-defined task, right? In C programming, every program contain one or more functions. Why? Because we can invoke from other part of program for doing some task like addition, multiplication, right? So these are the functions. Now the last one is reference variable, right? So reference variable is an alternative name of a variable. particular variable का दूसरा नाम उसको हम बोलते हैं reference variable. That is a reference and also called as alias for a variable in a program, right? and these alias or reference variable refer the same memory locations, right? Variables and reference variable prefer same memory location, right? So these are the derived data type in C++. ओके, नाउ यहाँ पे हमारे डेटा टाइप्स जो है वो कंप्लीट हो गई है. ठीक है, आपको समझ में आ गया है. आई होप यू ऑल आर अंडरस्टैंड. So here we complete data type. Okay, fine. Thank you.